As you'll know, I set myself the slightly insane challenge quite a few weeks ago now to paint a full Hobgoblin army, well, two forces and a table for demo Hobgoblin within 48 hours. I was on about, I think, 24 to 36 hours at the end of the last video, and I was just past halfway, so it wasn't impossible that I was going to get there, but well, you'll see how I did. Here's me painting the Chaos Warriors and the very cool Isopod cavalry, and I'll let you know whether I managed to do it in the 48 hours at the end of the video. So check it out. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so as I said before, I'm looking to run some demos of Hobgoblin in quite a bit under actually, 24 hours at this point. I've raided through the bits box, and luckily I've done a bit of calculation. What I'd need for a decent sort of demo game will be a unit of heavy infantry. So I've got these Chaos Warriors that got sent through to the channel from Celtic, and a unit of heavy cavalry, and I'm gonna use these Isopod cavalry that came through from Halcyon Miniatures a little while ago. I did a little video assembling these guys. So these guys will just need a movement tray, and I happen to have a suitable movement tray sitting in the box. And then I just need about 3 units of skeletons, so I'll have 2 as light infantry and 1 as heavy infantry. And as luck would have it, Celtic sent through these sort of Graveguard whites. They'll make some very happily some skeleton heavy infantry, and between them and some other bits and pieces got sent through, I should have enough to put together a couple of units of skeleton light infantry. So I've got some old movement trays. I'm going to get these guys assembled, a little bit of basing, and then get them undercoated hopefully in the next hour or so, and get them painted up ready for tomorrow. So this is going to be some assembling and basing going on. Alright, check it out. So one of the things that's quite handy about Hobgoblin is because you don't take off individual miniatures whenever something gets killed. You can make good use of regiment bases and block bases to sort of create a little bit of extra space in the units. You can make fewer models, fill up a bit more space, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to put together a little sort of set of warriors. I've got just 5 in the bits box at the moment. So I think I might sort of use some regiment bases to spread them out a little bit, and get them to sort of fill out this movement tray without it looking too ridiculous. Okay, so I'm pretty happy of how those guys look sort of coming forwards as a unit of heavy infantry, but obviously I've managed to save a lot of space there in the back. I'm going to see, although I don't want to use GW minis for the actual minis themselves, I have got a little bit of a bits box of some Chaos bits and pieces. I'm going to see if there's anything I can sort of dot around onto the bases to fill out some of that space, give it a bit of character. There might not be anything, but we'll see what we've got available. Okay, so I've had a little dig through the bits box, and I've found a little Nurgling here and some Chaos Spawn bits and some sort of old Chaos Warrior arms. I like the idea of maybe the Chaos Spawn bits are spraying out the ground as the Chaos Warriors move across, corrupting the land itself. And it fits in quite nicely with some of the ideas of Hobgoblin. So I'm just going to use these to sort of spruce up, particularly some of these back bases a little bit. Yes, I'm pretty happy with those guys. The Nurgling that I found, it's actually a little musician, so that's nice. Gives gives a bit of a command group to the guys. So I've got those based up. Okay, so we'll be moving on to painting the Chaos Warriors now. Now, I'm going to use a lot of the same colours and try and get a bit of a feel of some of the same palette as I did for the undead. For a couple of reasons. One is, again, it's a time-saving thing. I've already got these colours out. I'm in the mindset for painting them. So, you know, they're also inherently quick techniques. So that means I'm going to go for a lot of rust effects again on the metal, which instantly to me suggests, along with a few other things, these guys are a sort of Nurgly style Chaos Warriors. This is non-GW sort of IPs. They're not Nurgle, but they are maybe sort of Warriors of Decay. And obviously, given I've got these lovely Isopod riders for the heavy cavalry, they're into sort of bugs and creatures and rot and things of that nature. And I've got a little Nurgling here as a sort of musician for the units. That all stacks up. So I'm going to be going with greens and browns for the armour, which is obviously also good because there's a strong feel of that with the undead. So it's going to give a sort of uniformity to the whole tabletop. I'm going for a sort of a rotten swamp effect for the tabletop. I'm going for sort of rusting and ancient sort of look for the skeleton warriors, and I'm going for a sort of corrupted Nurgly feel for the Chaos Warriors. So hopefully everything will tie together. The whole table will have a sort of uniform feel and look to it, and I'm going to be able to sort of hopefully knock out the painting of these guys pretty quickly. So again, we'll start off by doing the rust effect on the metal and the armor, just like we did with the skeletons. We're starting with those, you know, if it wasn't obvious, because the stippling effect is extremely messy, and so we want to do that as early as possible so that we'll be able to clean it up with all the other steps, and we just get less messy and less casual with each following step. We don't have to want to stop and clean up in between steps with this sort of speed painting method. We want to know that each following step is going to correct any mistakes from the previous one. So that said, I best get straight on with the painting. Okay, so huge shock. I didn't quite get them all finished within the 48 hours. Not far past that. I basically got them done in the few days after Broadsides. A lot of that was because I wanted to take a little bit of time on the Isopod cavalry, just because they're such sort of nice, weird, interesting, unusual minis. A large part of it is because I set myself a completely insane challenge. I was realistically no way I was going to really manage it, and it was a lot of hours of painting those 48 hours. But it was great fun. The great thing about Hobgoblin is that anything you've got available will work. You don't need a lot of minis to make a unit. You can place them out how you like, and any mini you've got is going to be totally appropriate. So I had really good fun painting them, you know, sort of slapping down some paint, making a whole sort of board that worked together, and some units that work together without sort of needing to do a full 20, 30, 40 guys to a unit. So yeah, it's great fun. If you don't have a Hobgoblin force, I suggest like spacing out, using regimental bases, using larger bases to fill out a unit, and just having some fun, picking up whatever units models you've got available, and getting a force together. So yeah, good luck with putting together your own Hobgoblin forces. Hope you enjoyed me trying to knock out a full table and force, and if you see me at conventions, you'll get to see the force in person. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.